We all want to give our kids the best, and frequently that means ensuring their financial stability after we are gone. It might be challenging to build not only a nest egg for your children, but also a sustainable inheritance in a country where even people making six figures may be living paycheck to paycheck. But thankfully, creating wealth that will endure and increase for many generations is easier than one might think. Hello, welcome to our channel. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you should do so right away. Let's see here. Generational wealth. A big growth attitude is necessary to start generating generational wealth. It means that you should look for a career path that could bring you big rewards in the long run. The only way to offer oneself a chance to achieve this goal is through entrepreneurial endeavors. Consider your passions and how they might be developed over time into something greater. How generational wealth usually gets handed down. Typically, it is passed down through homeownership, life assurance, trust money, household business. The majority of Americans pass on their wealth through homeownership. Your parents' house, which they purchased 40 years ago, increases in value and is given to the next generation. Another way that generational wealth starts is as the beneficiary of a life insurance policy. You may establish a business or pay off bills with the money. Sadly, recent research revealed that 43% of Americans lack life insurance. To have a trust fund, you don't have to be wealthy. A trust can be set up to hold real estate, stocks, bonds, and other assets that can be passed on. Generational wealth generation challenges. According to a Pew Research survey, first-generation college graduates' wages are lower than those of other graduates due to their high levels of student loan debt from paying for their college education. Many first-generation college graduates face a hurdle to wealth building. Homeownership and wealth building are hampered by the income gap in student loan debt. America has a wealth disparity. Institutional racism and pay inequality continue to put up barriers that make it harder for Black and Hispanic communities to build wealth through homeownership. Two of these barriers are housing segregation and redlining. Despite having more life insurance than any other demographic, according to research by Life Happens in LIMRA, African Americans are underinsured, which means they don't have enough coverage to replace lost income, pay off debt, or amass wealth. Have a definite plan for your finances. It's important to make a plan for how you'll spend, save, and give your money each year over the course of your career, whether you work for a big company or a small one. If you have a good plan for each year, you can focus on automating how much you give to different goals. As we advise our clients, it's better to be ready in advance than to scramble to come up with a clear plan once money has already accumulated. Invest. Investing is the most crucial action one can take to create generational wealth. One should invest as much and as early as possible. The average person's best chance of building enough wealth to be able to leave money to family members is to invest in a diverse stock portfolio and let the money grow over time. Keep in mind that getting an early start is essential because money grows with time. The majority of Americans do not invest or save enough money to meet their retirement obligations. You must go above and beyond in order to establish generational riches. But if you get started right away, you'll put yourself far ahead of the game. Real estate investment. Because of how well 1,031 exchanges work, real estate is still a great way to build wealth that will last for generations. Even though it's a complicated topic, in short, 1,031 exchanges let you move a smaller initial investment in an investment property into a bigger one without having to pay income taxes at the time of the move. If you invest the $250,000 profit in another building soon after selling the first one for $500,000, you can avoid paying taxes on the $250,000 profit. This means that as long as you're alive, you can keep pushing the tax bill off. When done right and given enough time, a 4- to 6-figure investment can grow to a 7- to 8-figure investment decades later. Add a life insurance. Many smart families have seen the benefits of using life insurance as a foundation to provide security and build wealth for their families. Life insurance has special benefits for both the person who buys it and their family or heirs. The cash value of a policy can be used to pay for emergencies or to add to your retirement income. They can also be built to offer long-term care benefits in the future or act as a source of funding for chronic care requirements. An irrevocable trust may be able to protect these donations from creditors, predators, or bad money management in the future by putting controls in place to protect the money for both the current and future generations. 6 key points make now the ideal time to start building generational wealth. Now is the best time to build generational wealth in 10 years. This is because of the current economic climate, the availability of resources, and the potential for growth. 1. Low interest rates. Low interest rates are one of the most important factors in building generational wealth. Low interest rates make it cheaper for people to borrow money, which lets them invest more money and make more money. Additionally, low interest rates make it easier to pay off debt, freeing up more money to invest. Low interest rates also make it easier for businesses to access capital, allowing them to expand and create more jobs. This creates a virtuous cycle of economic growth that can benefit everyone. 2. Increased access to capital. The way the economy is right now has made it easier for people and businesses to get money. Banks are more willing to lend money, and there are more options for alternative financing such as peer-to-peer lending and crowdfunding. This increased access to capital makes it easier for individuals and businesses to invest in projects that can generate long-term returns. 3. Tax incentives. The government has implemented a number of tax incentives that can help individuals and businesses save money and increase their returns. These include deductions for investments in certain types of assets, tax credits for certain types of businesses, and other incentives. These incentives can help people and businesses get the most out of their investments and build wealth that will last for generations. 4. Diversification of investments. Diversifying investments is an important part of building generational wealth. People and businesses can lower their risk and make more money by investing in a variety of assets. This includes investing in stocks, bonds, real estate, commodities, and other assets. Diversifying investments also lets people and businesses take advantage of changes in the market and seize opportunities when they come up. 5. Technological advances. Technology has made it easier for people and businesses to get information and make decisions about their investments based on that information. This includes access to real-time market data, news, and analysis. Also, improvements in technology have made it easier for people and businesses to manage their investments online. This lets them track how well their investments are doing and make changes as needed. 6. The power of compounding. The power of compounding is one of the most important factors in building generational wealth. Compounding is the process of reinvesting returns to generate even higher returns over time. This lets people and businesses get the most out of their investments and build wealth over time. Hope. With more access to capital, tax breaks, a variety of investment options, new technology, and the power of compounding, this is the best time to build wealth that will last for generations in 10 years. Taking advantage of these things can help people and businesses get the most out of their investments and build wealth that will last for generations. Now is the time to start investing in projects that can generate long-term returns and create a legacy for future generations. That's all for today. We hope to see you in our next episodes. Till then, goodbye and take care.